Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Today I am going to discuss about Beware, 5 new online scams in 2025 everyone is falling for. Beware, 5 new online scams in 2025 everyone is falling for. Digital scams have always evolved to match how we live online, but 2025 is a turning point. Scams are now more automated, use sophisticated AI, audio and video deepfakes, and exploit everyday apps, messengers, UPI, QR codes, fake apps to socially engineer victims. Criminal groups combine social media profiling, AI generated content, call, OTP tricks, and fake finance apps to make scams more believable and faster, often draining large sums before victims even realize what happened. Below are 5 of the most damaging and widespread scams trending in 2025, explained in plain language so viewers can spot them, avoid them, and help others stay safe. Scam 1: AI cloned voice or deepfake call frauds. It's me. Send money. Con. What it is? Scammers now use AI voice cloning and deepfake tools to impersonate loved ones, bosses, or senior family members during phone calls or live voice messages. They may call claiming an emergency and ask for immediate transfers, or they may fake a recorded voice that sounds exactly like the relative asking for money. These techniques reduce hesitations. Hearing a familiar voice creates trust, often leading targets to act without verifying. Advances in AI have made many clones indistinguishable from real voices to lay listeners. How it works, step by step. Data collection. Scammers gather publicly available audio, social media videos, YouTube, podcasts, or get victims to speak briefly, voice notes, short phone calls. Modeling. Using an AI voice cloner, they synthesize the target's voice and generate phrases the target never said. The approach. The victim receives a call or voice note from someone who sounds like their spouse, child, or boss with an urgent story. Example: I am stuck abroad, need rupees 2 lakh now, and instructions to transfer via UPI or to a safe account. Pressure and speed. The fraudster pressures for immediate transfer, playing on fear and emotional urgency to prevent verification. Real world patterns and why it's dangerous. Journalists, financial firms, and regulators reported a large increase in such voice clone frauds across 2025. The method has been used to bypass two-factor trust. Users trust the voice instead of checking accounts. And it's increasingly used in combinations with other techniques, fake trading apps, social engineered payment routes. Common red flags: unexpected calls demanding urgent transfers and forbidding verification. The victim asks you to transfer through non-standard payment routes, personal accounts, UPI collect requests, gift cards. The familiar voice has odd phrasing, slightly off emotion, or background noise inconsistent with the person's normal context. How to avoid it? Stop and verify. Ask questions only the real person would know. Request a video call or ask them to call back on a known number. Never act on a one-sided voice message alone. Call back on a known line, hang up and call the person's phone number you already have, not a number the caller provides. Limit sharing of voice data. Be cautious about public voice posts and avoid uploading personal videos with long conversational clips. Bank protection. Use only trusted, verified payment rails and avoid push or collect requests that look suspicious. NPCI and other regulators have taken steps to limit risky pull requests. If you or someone you know falls victim, immediately contact your bank and block the transactions if possible. File a cybercrime complaint with local police and collect any call recordings or transaction details. Notify friends and family to warn them, especially if your accounts or messaging was compromised. Scam 2. WhatsApp or Messenger takeover and call forwarding hacks. Account hijack without clicking. What it is? Rather than tricking you into clicking a suspicious link, thieves trick users into transferring call forwarding codes or acceptance steps that allow the attacker to take over WhatsApp or other messaging accounts. They then impersonate you and ask your contacts for money, or they exploit the account to gather data and persuade victim circles to send funds. This is now more widespread and doesn't even require the victim to click a link. How it works? Date. A message or call convinces you to press a code, dial a number, or accept a call merge instruction. Forwarding. Attackers silently forward your calls or intercept OTPs. Account takeover. With the OTP verification, the scammer registers the messaging app on the device. Your account is logged out, and the attacker messages your contacts impersonating you. Further exploitation. The attacker requests money, spreads fake links, or sell account access. Red flags. Unexpected instructions to dial codes, merge calls, or to share OTPs. Legitimate services will rarely ask you to dial unknown codes. Contacts reporting odd messages from your account after you experienced call oddities. Loss of access to your own messaging app suddenly. Prevention. Never share OTPs with anyone or dial codes provided in unsolicited calls. Enable multi-device security where available. Set pins and recovery emails. Register devices and use app settings to monitor logged-in devices. Log out unknown sessions. Educate contacts. If your account is taken over, let important contacts known via alternate channels. What to do if hijacked? Immediately use the app's account recovery to deregister and regain control. Report account compromise to the app provider. WhatsApp has channels for compromised accounts. File a police complaint and preserve evidence, screenshots, call logs, etc. Scam 3. Fake investment or trading apps and WhatsApp investment groups, professional looking rug pools. What it is? Scammers market fake trading app platforms and investment opportunities through slick ads and WhatsApp groups promising big returns. Victims see fabricated profit screenshots and testimonials, deposit money, and when they try to withdraw, they are asked for more processing or tax fees. The app or platform then disappears, sometimes taking crores. This remains one of the most destructive scam types in 2025. How it works? Attractive marketing. Ads on social media show easy profits, secret trading methods, or celebrity endorsements, often fake. Group recruitment. Victims are invited to exclusive WhatsApp or Telegram groups where pressure and FOMO, fear of missing out, are used. Phony app. Users download an app that simulates trading, showing fake balances and returns. Withdrawal barriers. When the target requests withdrawal, the platform demands fees, taxes, or additional investment. Then the app website is taken down or the support disappears. Real examples. Multiple Indian news reports in 2025 exposed cases where victims lost large sums after being lured by social media ads and fake apps. One high profile case saw a tech professional deposit large sums after being advised via a WhatsApp group and then unable to withdraw. The app went offline and communications ceased. Red flags. Promises of guaranteed huge returns in short time. Pressure to invest quickly. Limited time offers. Platforms that require third-party payment transfers or demand additional fees to unlock funds. Apps with few credible reviews, no verified regulatory info, or unverifiable team members. Prevention. Do your KYC. Only use regulated exchanges and platforms. Verify company registrations and regulatory registrations, SEBI, RBI, etc. in India. Check reviews and community. Look beyond testimonials on the app. Search independent reviews and complaints. Small tests. If you must test, deposit a very small amount first and try small withdrawal. Avoid private group investment pressure. Legitimate investment platforms won't force you into secret groups to learn. If you are scammed, immediately report to your bank and submit a dispute for unauthorized transfers. File a cybercrime or fraud complaint with local police and the platforms hosting the app, Google Play, Apple App Store. Provide transactions IDs, screenshots, and bank statements. Notify the exchange if you used one and ask them to freeze an suspicious beneficiary account. Scam 4. UPI or QR code and collect request exploits. Payment level social engineering. What it is? Scammers manipulate UPI flows, fake QR codes, falsified payment requests, and social engineered collect requests to trick victims into playing fraud accounts. In 2025, regulators and payment networks became more active because fraudsters were exploiting pool payment flows and social trust to steal money. Some solutions, like ending P2P collect requests or adding stricter checks, are being pushed to reduce this vulnerability. How it works? Fake QR codes. Fraudsters post a QR code that appears to belong to a shop or service but actually directs funds to their account. Collect or UPI requests. They ask you to approve a collect request, but they persuaded a shopkeeper to approve a return that routes payments to them. Social engineering at POS. In physical locations, tricksters may swap POS device, show fake receipts, and claim an app error requiring additional transfers. Red flags. Requests for payment to personal UPI IDs instead of official merchant IDs or invoices. QR codes in public places that are tapped over the original or look recently placed. Unexpected UPI collect request from unknown contacts. Prevention. Verify merchant identity. Check merchant name in your UPI app before approving transactions. Don't approve collect requests from unknown IDs. Prefer push spot payments where you initiate the transfer. Use official POS receipts and check last digits of the recipient mobile or UPI ID if you are suspicious. Be aware regulators are changing rules. Keep informed about payment network updates. NPCI and banks occasionally change allowed behaviors to protect users. If defrauded, Immediately contact your bank and request a reversal if possible. File an FIR and report to cybercrime portal. Provide QR images, transaction IDs, and any CCTV evidence if at a physical location. Report fraudulent merchant IDs to your UPI app provider. Scam 5. Romance, matrimony, and catfishing using AI-generated profiles. Emotional fraud plus money. What it is? Fraudsters create convincing AI-generated profiles, deep fake photos and bios on dating and matrimony platforms, groom victims emotionally, then invent a crisis to extract money. In 2025, increasingly realistic AI-generated images and profiles made catfishing far more convincing. Large fake matrimony operations have been busted that used hundreds of fake IDs to defraud people. How it works? Profile creation. AI-generated photos and bios are used to create credible profiles on dating or matrimony sites. Grooming. Scammers build trust over weeks or months, sharing stories of hardship or urgent problems. They ask. The emotional victim is asked for money to solve an emergency medical bill, travel fee, legal problem. Disappearance. After receiving funds, often through mule accounts, the scammer ghosts the victim. Warning signs. The person avoids video calls or always has an excuse for not meeting. They ask for money for emergencies despite a short relationship timeline. Inconsistent storylines or informations that changes across conversations. Prevention. Insist on video calls early. Refuse relationships that never move to live video. Verify identity. Do reverse image searches on photos and check for reused images. Never send money for vague emergencies. Ask for verifiable documentations before financial help. Cross-cutting prevention checklist. What every viewer should do. Never share OTPs or verification codes with anyone. Banks and services will never ask for OTPs over messages or calls. Verify via alternate channels before transferring money. Call the person on a number you already have or ask for short video call. Use regulated platforms for investments and payments. Confirm regulatory registrations. SEBI, RBI notifications, NPCI changes. Keep software updated. Security patches often close exploit routes. Use strong, unique passwords and enable two-step verification 2SB where possible. Authenticator apps preferred. Check device security. Don't install apps from unknown sources. Verify app publisher in Play Store or App Store. Be skeptical of urgency. Fraudsters rely on panic. Step back, breathe, and verify. Tell someone if you receive a suspicious message purporting to be from a friend, call them before reacting. They may be the next target. What to do if you get scammed? Action plan. Stop further transfers. Contact your bank immediately to block or recall transactions if possible. Document everything. Save screenshots, messages, call logs, transaction IDs, and any related emails or receipts. Report to police. File an FIR at your local police station or at the cybercrime cell. In India, you can also use the National Cybercrime Portal. Report to the platform. Notify WhatsApp, social media platforms, payment apps, or app stores about fraudulent accounts or apps. Notify family or friends. If an account was used to ask for money from your contacts, warn them to avoid further harm. Seek help. Banks sometimes freeze beneficiary accounts if asked quickly. Cyber cells may trace funds if evidence is timely. Legal and official resources. India focused, but international users consult local authorities. National Cybercrime Portal, India. File complaints online for cyber fraud and financial scams. Local police cybercrime cell. File up FIRs. Preservations of evidence is crucial. Your bank payment app. Immediately report and request reversals or freezes. App stores. Report fake apps to Google Play, Apple App Store, or to get them removed. Consumer forums and helplines. Register complaints and seek consumer redress. Keep a copy of all complaint IDs and bank references. These help investigators. Why scams proliferate in 2025? Brief explanation. A few reasons make these scams worse now. AI is cheap and effective. Voice and image clones are easier to produce and more believable. Everyday apps are payment rails. UPI and messaging apps are everywhere. Scammers exploit familiarity. Social engineering remains the core. Technology changes, but manipulatives, urgency, authority, social proof still work. Closing. A message. Scams in 2025 are smarter, faster and nastier, but you can be smarter. If a call or message makes you panic, pause, verify, don't assume, and share what you learn. The more people know, the fewer successful scams there will be. If you like this video, share it with family and friends. One share could stop a fraud. Thank you very much for your presence. Request for like, subscribe and share.